Okay, I'm giving you a late night Temple Talks Advocacy Group wrap up, hence my head wrap. It was a great group yet again. I really invite you, if you have a loved one with bipolar or any other type of mental illness, mental challenges, I invite you to come to this group because the energy just moves so quickly, especially for people that are like, oh my gosh, this is what's going on with me. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And then the other women in the group are like, oh, I can totally believe it. And let me tell you, been there, done that. So, there is an ease in that. There is a camaraderie that brings peace. And some of the pieces that I think would be relevant that might ring some bells for you, especially if you're a woman, if your spouse has bipolar symptoms that really look like mentally aggressive, with their words and their attitudes, and it really hurts you, right? And you say things like, how could you possibly say those things to me? I do all the good things for you in your life. How could you possibly talk to me like that? Well, unfortunately for people with bipolar, their brain is controlling a lot of that. If they're symptomatic and they're not stabilized or their medications aren't working properly, their neurotransmitters can be doing all kinds of wacky things that can make them act out in very irrational ways, and in some cases, very dangerous ways. So it's easy to see if somebody's like, pulling a knife out on you or something. You're like, whoa, okay, that I can see is a bipolar overreaction. But when it's just like a hammering of anger, bad words spouting at you, it feels more like they're just being a jerk, and it really hurts. But think about yourself as a woman going through your cycle, okay, your monthly cycle. And are there times during your cycle, like for me, I've had reproductive issues my whole life, a lot of challenges with my period, and I would get really angry when I was, mid-cycle. And my boyfriend would make comments like, oh my gosh, are you going to start your period or whatever? And I'm like, how dare you? No, I'm only mad because you were being a jerk. But now that I'm going through perimenopause, I can really clearly see the difference between what I normally react to people and what all of a sudden my hormone changes are making me feel. And it's not good. I feel like I could just hate everybody in the world at once. So think about the changes that are happening.